Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Killer make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Turner. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Give them an even 20 yards there on the pickup as a fake punt fooled everybody. Back to throw again. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And the Rams at 2-6 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet, and the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On first down, right back to ETN. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Adams to throw on 3rd down. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Turner. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Carpet, a fumble, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed. The fumble on 1st down, now here's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this to the 22, so they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11, 1st down. To throw is Turner on 1st down. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Turner. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. PAT up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now Adams to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, Turner. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that cause you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Adams. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. Touchdown, Jaguars. Noah Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Turner. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Turner throwing on 1st down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell from 21 yards away. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. ETN up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Adams on third down. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
third quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a good play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Adams. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll try the left side with ETN. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for ETN. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's Mitchell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now Turner looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his tight end Gentry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Turner now. Off play action. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the belt 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Turner to the right side and complete to Atwell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They're going to run this with a tight end. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Rams are set up now with a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mitchell will score. Touchdown, L.A. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead.
Rosas good with the extra point. That will make this a 4-point game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go again with Etienne. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A give to Etienne running right. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go through with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. Turner. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the Rams punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. The center receiver in motion to the left. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think they initially had an extra DB out there.
Yeah, Brad, I think they went standard nickel. How the Lions teams are meaning 3 safeties with big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they